Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, home-based travelagent.com, and find a host travelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar. And I do so appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join us today. Our topic is the only travel accreditation created by and for independent advisors. And our speaker today is a good friend of mine, Holly Carrig Matthews. Holly began her travel career in 1991 as a leisure travel consultant in Houston, Texas. In 94, she co-founded Nassau Bay Travel and Cruise, focusing on luxury vacations, and later sold the agency. And then Holly went on to hold key roles with companies like Navigant Vacations, Royal Caribbean, RBC Travel Insurance, and Travel Leaders. And today, she is the Assistant Vice President of the CCRA True Network. Holly's passionate about being able to help independent advisors grow their businesses under the True Code accreditation. And she finds the greatest reward in empowering others and in relationships that she's built along the way. She's just a lovely, lovely lady. So do remember that you are all muted, but we do, of course, welcome your questions anytime. Just go ahead, type those in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of the screen. Not the chat area, because that chat won't be live, just the questions area. And then when Holly's all done, we'll go ahead and take as many questions as we can. And today, our dear friends at CCRA are generously offering a $250 gift card, wow, to one attendee, and we're really grateful for that generosity. We'll also be awarding a $50 Amazon gift card, courtesy of us here at Travel Professional News. And we'll do this at the end of the webinar, so listen carefully because you have to answer questions correctly in order to have your chance to win. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Holly right now and let her begin. Holly, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Joni. Appreciate that introduction. And hello, everyone. It is a great pleasure to be here with all of you today. And I am super excited to introduce True to you. It is the only travel accreditation created by and for independent travel advisors. I'm going to answer hopefully all of your questions about True. So as Joni mentioned, I'm the Assistant Vice President of the True Network here at CCRA. I've been with CCRA over 12 years now, and I absolutely love it. I love what I do. I'm very passionate about our offerings, our services, but especially about the True Code accreditation. So thanks again for taking time out of your very busy schedules to hear what I have to say. Also, on the screen now, you should be seeing my contact email. Please jot that down. If you want to take the discussion further, I encourage you to reach out and ask any question that you might have. But let's dive right on in. I always like to talk a little bit about the company that you're going to be aligned with and doing business with, and that is CCRA. You know, just last year, we celebrated 50 years of service in the travel industry, which that's pretty incredible. As you all know, our travel industry has had its bumps in the road, but yeah, 50 years of staying in the industry is just great. You know, and a lot of people ask us who we are, what do we do? Are we a host agency? Are we a consortia? No, we are not. We're really a network, an association where we offer a variety of different travel services to travel advisors and to suppliers in the industry. So again, we really are an association, but we're not a typical association. And we offer everything that you need to really be successful in the industry. And I want to take this time to break it down a little bit further so that if you ever visit our website, if you go to ccra.com, this is kind of a screenshot of what you're going to see. So I want to break our services down so you have a really good understanding of where you would belong within our organization. So right here, you see membership services. this is the area that you would belong to. Membership services, it's really set up for all leisure travel advisors out there. So this would be the area that you enter right here into membership services. That's where you'll find information about the TrueCode accreditation. You'll also see that we have a global supplier network. This is our division where we work with all of the suppliers in the industry. We help them with innovative marketing ideas, and we also bring them to our True members to build a really nice, large supplier list. Then you'll see that we have the CCRA call center. This is one of the oldest divisions of our company, and it is fantastic and amazingly successful. It is a 24/7 call center. Now, I wish it would be available for our leisure advisors. Unfortunately, it's not. It is a division available only to the very large corporate travel agencies out there that are ARC accredited. And then you'll see next our international air division. And again, this is a division aligned for large corporate travel agencies who are ARC accredited. And then lastly, you'll see the Premier Hotel Program. This is a very large Premier Hotel Program, and fortunately, it is available for our True members as well as corporate travel agencies. So thanks for listening to the breakdown of our company. So if you ever do go to the website at ccra.com, just remember membership services. That's where you would be aligned. That would be your area. Now we're going to talk about True. Let's unveil what True is all about. Well, I can tell you first off that True is not new to the industry. It was developed back in 1999, so it's been around for quite a while. And it was created so that travel advisors could work independently with suppliers and receive recognition directly from suppliers. So it is an accreditation that was created so that leisure travel advisors could work from home back in the day, but still have a very strong accredited relationship with suppliers. Now it stands for, over here you'll see, Travel Retailer Universal Enumeration. Oh my gosh, it is a mouthful, right? But I promise you, you will never have to say that. You'll never have to break it down. But True, it is accredited travel agency and established in 1999. So a few facts about True. True is two things. It is, number one, the accreditation, followed by a membership program. So you're getting both things that you need to really run a successful travel agency business. You're getting accreditation and an entire membership program behind it. One of the things that I love most about True is you become the agency of record. And that's really important. And we're going to elaborate a little bit more about that coming up on the next slide. You also receive direct recognition with suppliers. So every time you work with a supplier, you are receiving the recognition, no one in between you and that supplier. All commissions are deposited directly to your bank account, and you're always earning 100% of your commission because it is your accreditation. But having those commissions go directly to you, instead of stopping at an accountant office or somewhere else, it's great, right? All the money goes right into your bank account. And True is set up to where you have the ability to grow your business into a host model if that is something you wanted to do. We have a lot of True advisors here that have grown their business, and then some don't want to go down that road. It's definitely your decision. But what we do, we allow you to bring on board 24 additional sub-agents at no cost to you. So the option to grow into a host model is there if that's something you'd like to do. Now, who accepts the True Code? Well, there are all the leading travel suppliers out there that accept the True Code, all from cruise lines to river cruises, tour operators, your air consolidators, even destination management companies and tourist boards work directly with our True members, hotel brands, activity providers, transportation companies, travel insurance companies, and we're also aligned with the Ensemble consortia. So if you obtain your True Code, but you'd like to also be aligned with a consortia, Ensemble is our chosen consortia. And here on the screen, you see just a few of the logos of some of the suppliers that work directly with our members. So why do you need True? Why would you need the True Code accreditation? Well, number one, we all can agree, if you have an accreditation, it's important. That's how you're going to earn your commissions from a supplier. Most every supplier you work with today will want you to have an accreditation. And it also establishes your travel agency as being the agency of record. And again, we're going to break that down as to why that's important. And then there's your client document. When you have your own accreditation branded with your agency, that's what will appear on your invoices and on your client document. So you are representing your company. Your company is standing out, your company brand. So let's talk about being the agency of record. The reason it is so important is the fact that you are growing your own business equity. You're actually keeping track and showing proof of your supplier accounts, all of your sales volume, your commission history, and even your client database is all tied to your own accreditation and not anyone else's. So your business is standing out. It's independent. It is your company. So true independence. As you're building equity in your own accreditation over time, you're actually building a company that you could sell one day. Think of it that way. If you're using someone else's accreditation, you really aren't building equity in your company. You need to have your own independent accreditation to build a profit and possibly sell it, build a business and profit from it, and eventually sell it one day if that's what you wanted to do. Commission confidence. You're always going to earn 100% of your commission. And again, those commissions are going to be deposited right into your own bank account. And a good supplier reach. We have over 1,000 top-tier suppliers that are ready to work with you, from the cruise lines and tour operators and hotels and river cruises, but you're never going to work with 1,000 suppliers. You're going to create your own unique supplier list. So there's a lot of them out there for you to choose from, but you get to create your own preferred supplier list. And it is growth ready. So it's set up if you want to expand your business and grow into a host agency model, you can do that with 24 additional sub-agents. And it is also ideal for any former IC. If you've been with a host agency for a long time and you've decided you want to launch your own company, you're ready for growth mode if that's your situation. And we do offer support. So you're really not another number in the swimming pool out there. We are going to, of course, respect that you're running your own business, but we're going to be here to support you as well. So we do bring in resources for you. We have webinars and training. We do events. So we definitely support you, but at the end of the day, it is your company and you're going to steer your own ship. So again, with the True Code, you are creating a successful travel business that you could possibly sell for a profit one day because it's your own accreditation. And you know, like I said earlier, I've been with CCRA now, I think it's over 12 years. I've actually seen four different sales transactions with True advisors. I've gotten to witness them build a business and then turn around and sell it. And I will tell you, that's pretty awesome to see that kind of success. And not too long ago, one of our veteran True members, she's been with us for a very, very long time. She decided to retire. She's not going to sell travel any longer. And I watched her take her True code and hand it on down to her granddaughter who just graduated from university. So that was pretty awesome to see as well. So those are some things, just samples of what you can do when you hold your own accreditation. So let's take a look and see how you are currently selling travel today. Now, there's a lot of ways out there, right, that you can be selling travel. Number one, there's IATA. And as we all know, IATA is highly recognized. If you hold IATA in your own name, not someone else's brand, but your very own brand, good for you. You have cleared an extensive application requirement. IATA is an accreditation that's owned and operated by the airlines. Now let's look at CLIA. CLIA is another option. It is the Cruise Lines International Association. It's more of an association with a member number. And CLIA is owned and operated by the cruise lines. And then you have your host agency models. And if you're aligned with a host agency, you are selling travel under the host accreditation. So now we want you to explore some other ways of possibly operating your business. If you want to take an easy step to obtaining independent accreditation, that's where True is a perfect fit for you. So if it is something you are considering, there is a lot of things you need to check off your list, right? No one can just jump ship from their current business plan without a thought process. So here are some points that travel advisors consider every day before they think about joining True. So if you are operating under someone else's accreditation currently, you might want to ask yourself, who owns these bookings that I've made? Who owns all the bookings that I have in my record book right now? Well, again, if you're operating under someone else's accreditation, they own that booking. That booking is directly tied to their accreditation. Who owns the client? Rightfully so, the client should be yours if it is a client that you brought in. And will you get your commissions if you leave before they are paid? That's something for you to consider as well. And you should always, always take a look at your contract. Look at the contract that you have in place and make sure you're abiding by that contract. Can you transfer a booking? This is another top question a lot of advisors ask us when they're wanting to come over to True. And again, double check your contract. It's important that you understand the contract that you've signed. But yes, there's so many suppliers out there that will work with you on transferring a booking. The cruise lines are very good at doing it, and many of the tour operators are as well. Now, there are some key notes to that. Number one, the booking has to just be on a hold basis or deposited on. And if it's in one of those two, then yes, typically it would be an easy transfer. If the booking has final payment on it, then no, you are not allowed to transfer that booking. That's something you would not be able to do. And again, always read your contract. Best advice. How much notice do you need to provide if you choose to leave? So if you're thinking about leaving, go back to that contract. Make sure you understand how much notice you have to provide. And can you export your client data from the CRM tool that you might currently be using under someone else's accreditation? Hopefully that is something you can do. If it is not, then I'm sure you've kept good records of your own client information. That's critical for you and for your future success. And lastly, can you hold both True and stay with a host agency or stay under someone else's accreditation? Here at True, it's not a problem for us, and we actually have probably 30% of our business is a hybrid model. That hybrid model is where the True advisor operates under their True code, but they still hold a relationship with a different accreditation, with someone else's accreditation. So absolutely yes for True, but again, read your contract, look and see if that's an option. As long as you're not a paid salary employee and you're working as an independent contractor, then by all means you should have that choice. And you might ask, why do people want to do both, right? So to answer that question, let's say you live in the state of Texas, and the state of Texas, it doesn't require you to have a seller of travel license. You don't need that SOT, but all your family now lives in Florida, and Florida is a seller of travel license. So in order for you to continue to do your family's cruises, you would need to align yourself with a company that holds an SOT in Florida, or you would have to obtain your own SOT. So that's one reason why you'll see people holding the True code and being with a host agency as well. We call that a hybrid model. But yes, it is an option for you. Now let's quickly talk about the 5 reasons to choose True. And number 1, operate as your own agency. For me, that is the key. I love watching travel advisors come in, obtain their own accreditation, they become the agency of record, and they have full control over their business, their brand, their clients, and their supplier relationships, and they're building a future business that they could possibly sell one day. That's what being the agency of record gives you. And then obviously, earning your full commission is always sweet, right? Getting that 100% of your commission, regardless of what your sales volume is. It doesn't matter. If you don't have any sales on the books, you're still going to get 100% of your commission because it is your company. It is your brand. So there's no splitting of commissions. And then supplier recognition. You know, suppliers recognize the True code, but more importantly, they recognize you every time you make that booking. They're recognizing your brand, which is really great. And then it is affordable and it's accessible. So there's only one annual fee that you pay for True. The enrollment process is fairly fast, and it's not nearly as difficult to obtain as an IATA. You can get through fairly quickly and obtain your True code. And then, of course, it's backed by CCRA, a company that's been in business for 51 years now. And in addition, you also get the entire membership program. So there's a lot that comes in the membership program, and we're going to talk about that too in just a few minutes. But we took some snapshots of why advisors love True. We did this survey about 2 months ago. I'm not going to read this for you word for word, but what stood out in our eyes was the education, the supportiveness, the ability to run a company and not have a lot of overhead costs, which is really, really important. So professional support, our advisors love that. That was a standout item. They love the fact that they're running their own company, but at the same time, there's support there if they need help. The independence and ownership, they have freedom to do what they want with their company and operate it however they wish. Education and training. You know, I've been in the industry a very long time, and I know my friend Joni has too. But no matter what, and I know you all can agree, you never stop learning in this industry. I mean, I learned something new, it seems like every single day, about travel or suppliers, about product and destination. It's great. You're always learning. And then the commissions, right? Our advisors see that they're, at the end of the day, they are making more money because they are getting 100% of it, which is wonderful. And then the top hotel program, we have a fantastic premier hotel program that is available for our true members, it's discounted hotel rates that we have negotiated directly with hotels through our sister company, ABC Global Services. And once you become a member, you'll have access to that hotel program where the rates are very, very competitive, and you also have value-added amenities. And that just comes automatically. That's not buying into a consortia. That's not an extra cost. So the advisors really like that hotel program. And again, just some more quotes from our recent survey. I love the independence. I can run my agency on my own terms and still access the tools and support I need. So we love to hear the positive feedback from our advisors. So who is right for True? Who's a good fit for True? Well, number one, experienced travel advisors. They're a perfect fit for True. Maybe you've been working for the last 3 to 5 years under someone else's accreditation. And you're like, you know what, I think I've got enough experience, I can do this on my own. Well, come on over, get your own True code, and start building your business. Those are the travel advisors connected to a host agency. Excellent, excellent fit. We even have retired travel advisors. We have travel advisors who worked in the corporate field for so long, and they're, you know, and just like all of us, you get travel in your blood, right? It's hard to get it out. I mean, I love this industry. I wouldn't know what else to do. But we do have a lot of corporate retired travel agents who now come over and sell leisure. We even have hospitality professionals. Recently, we signed up a gal who works the front desk at the Hilton in New Jersey by the airport. She's recently joined True. And then there's entrepreneurs, those business-minded entrepreneurs out there who, whatever they touch business-wise, it grows. So we have a few of those too. And then I'm really happy to say this is an area that we've just recently launched, is new to the industry pathfinders. New to the industry, it's really hard to get started. You must typically align yourself with a host agency. And host agencies serve an amazing, amazing role in our industry. But I'm happy to say that True's now another option for any of those who are new to the industry. And here's some pictures of our current members. Maybe you'll see some people you know out there, you never know. But we have advisors in these pictures that have been with us for literally since 1999. We have our veteran advisors. We have the young generation coming in. We've recently launched a university program that we're excited about. And yeah, so these are our members. We have one of our advisors in Chicago area who has her car wrapped. So we've got some great advisors. All right, so let's take it another step, everybody. You knew this was coming. I think this is where I begged for your business. But let's talk about how to apply for True. How do you get started? So what do you need to join us? All right, we're going to make it simple. We have recently changed our requirements, and we wanted to make them just a little bit easier to get going and get started. So you will see, number one, you should have a legal structure formed. That can be an LLC, a DBA, your corporation. We just need to see proof of that legal structure. Now, you also need to have a seller of travel license if you reside in either Florida, California, Hawaii, or Washington. So that's, if you are living there, you should have that. Now, legally, if you're going to sell travel and market your company to anyone in those areas, you should also obtain that seller of travel license. If you are in the process of obtaining your own seller of travel license, but you still want to join, we will work with you. You just need to let us know that you have your legal structure formed, and your next step is obtaining the SOT. We'll let our vetting department know. We share that message with our vetting department. We make a note in your profile that will move forward. We will assign your True code, but once you get the SOT, we do need to have a copy of it on file. So if you, here's the link if you want to go and take a look at True, but better yet, if you have your phones ready and you want to scan this QR code, we are fancy like that on technology. Feel free to scan that code. It will take you right to the application, and we've pre-populated it just for Joni Ogg and the company with the promo code of OGG 2025. That's going to knock your rate down just to $300. So annually, it is typically $399 to obtain the True code, but through the special with the OGG community, you're going to save $99. Now, this special, I know it's valid until August 1st. So please take advantage of it. Love to see you come in on the special offer. Now, once you are approved, we are going to celebrate with you because yes, you have your own accreditation. It's tied directly to you. You're now running your own company under your very own accreditation. So you're going to celebrate Independence Day. And don't forget, once you have the accreditation, you are then entered into the membership. So now you've got the membership privileges, and let's talk a little bit about what those are. So you'll see that we do have education. We do a lot of live webinars. I think we do, goodness, at least 2 days a week of live webinars. And then we have a lot of recorded webinars, and they'll cover things on how to charge planning fees to creating big groups. We have a gentleman here at True. He does, when I say big groups, he does really big groups, 500 travelers. I don't know how he does it, but he's very successful. You'll see here just different things, the top producer's business model as well, and aligning using AI in your travel business. Those are some examples. And then fam trip opportunities. We do offer fam trips to our members. And we even have a consumer lead generation beta program that is currently in place. We have launched it already. It is working out great. It is where we do all the marketing on your behalf and send you brand new consumer leads that remain yours forever, not ours. And again, that preferred hotel and ground transportation program that we have, where you receive exclusive rates and added amenities. Our community, real quickly, I want to talk about our community here at True. It is phenomenal. So obviously we have our own private True Facebook group, but the people you'll find in this Facebook group is incredible. They're very, very supportive of one another. Quick story, I was in there a couple weeks ago, and one of our members asked the question, how she phrase it? She said, can someone help me with transportation in London for women only? And I was like, oh my gosh, what? I was like, this is crazy. What does she mean for women only? It was just a tough question, and I was so worried that no one was going to help her. So I hopped back in there a few minutes later, and seriously, there were 15 responses. So no one is working against one another in this community. They are there for one another. It's very, very supportive. Every month, we also send out a Connections member newsletter. Comes out once a month. It covers everything from hot topics in the industry to supplier specials, supplier commission incentives, fam trip opportunities, webinars, all the good things that you need to know to stay in the network and in the loop. We also do our office hours. This is a lot of fun. It is held once a month. It's for only 1 hour. It is a Zoom experience where we all come in on camera. If you want to, you don't have to be on camera, but a lot of people are. And it's myself and my colleague, Irene Pasquazi, and it's your time. It is your time to ask whatever questions you have on your mind. If you had a problem with a client, a problem with a booking, express it, let us know, we'll help you through it. Or maybe you want to share a success story. It is just a time that we all come together and chat it out. We also offer chapter meetings, so local chapter meetings. We are working to grow these. On the screen, you'll see now where our live meetings are being held. If you do not see a meeting in your area, then you're going to fall in the virtual chapter. And our virtual chapter meetings are held quarterly. I believe it is once a quarter or more often than that. But we're really super excited about these chapter meetings. Sometimes they're held during the day or in the evening hours. And a supplier comes out, and it's a great meeting for you to meet suppliers and network. And then we do events as well. We wrapped up Boston in May, and then this December, we're going to be in Philadelphia. And our events are incredible. They typically start early in the morning. We have a great general session. We have a nice lunch. Then they move into the afternoon, and we do a roundtable discussion. We close the night up with a great trade show, cocktail reception, and the prizes are unbelievable. Free trips, free hotels, goodie baskets, you name it. It's just a wonderful time to network and meet with your BDM. So these events are fantastic. So as we close out, we always like to look at this travel industry in the sense that there are two people, right? Two types of travel advisors out there. Number one, there's just people who love to travel. And I don't know about you, but that's how I got started. I got started just because of a passion to travel. I love to plan a vacation and just go. And when talking to most of our true advisors, so many of them started out because they were just booking their own travel. Perhaps they were booking travel for their family and friends, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to turn this into a business. And then you've got those entrepreneurs. You have that entrepreneur who knows how to take a business and grow it. And people who want to run a business, well, it's perfect for them. They can run that business and travel at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation today, and I certainly hope True is right for you. I know change is never easy, right? Everything you want, I love this statement, is on the other side of your comfort zone. And that is so very, very true, right? So think about joining True or adding it on to your existing model that you might be working with today, because you're going to get two things. You're going to get True and you're going to get that membership. And we're here to help you. So on the screen, you should be seeing my email again. So please take that down. And then you can reach out to me if you have any questions at all about joining, about running your business, changing your business plan, marketing, anything business related, travel industry related. Please reach out to me. And then you've got my amazing colleague, Irene Pasquazi. When you make a change in your business, it may require you re-registering, right, with suppliers, because you're going to be running your business with your own accreditation. Irene is here to assist with that. She works directly with our suppliers and our advisors. So any supplier questions you have, any assistance you need, Irene would be your go-to person. So you definitely have a team to help you out. And then don't forget about the special promotion, please. There is the QR code for you. And I am happy to take questions if there are any. And I'm going to leave on the screen my contact information, if I may, as well as the QR code with that special discount for you.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for putting the QR code back up there again. Somebody was asking about that. I do have some questions for you, Holly. Thank you for such a in-depth and thorough, very easy to understand presentation. That was great. So just a couple questions. One of them is, and you kind of answered this question, but I'm going to ask it in a different way. So we saw what your cost of membership is, and that's an annual fee. When does that annual fee, like, is that January to December, or is it from the time that you join to the next year? What is the timing on that?
That is a very, very good question. So thanks for asking that. So let's say our True Code accreditation and membership is for 1 full year. So if you signed up today, being July 24th, you are valid all the way until July 24th of next year. So we do definitely give you 1 full year on that. And I'd also like to add, because I didn't mention it, the renewal cost is $375. We do provide a loyalty discount on the renewal.
Okay, perfect. Also, I remember that when we first chatted about the webinar, you asked me to load a couple PDFs, and both of those are loaded in this software so that folks can click on those. Do you want to reference those? You have looks like a
Thank
CCRA
you.
True Playbook and a True Fast Facts.
Yes, great. Thank you, Joni. I had already forgotten about that. So thanks for bringing that up. And I definitely want you all to capture those documents there. The True Playbook is designed to kind of give you a full business understanding of the accreditation and how it plays an important role for your future business success. Definitely. Yeah, both of those are great sales tools to review, and they should definitely answer a lot of your questions.
So folks, you can see those. If you look over on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see handouts. Touch that little arrow, and then you're going to see those too, and you can download those. Okay, so we have to do that before the webinar ends. So if you want to download those, do that right now while we're still chatting. So then someone asked the question, what if you're an agency owner and you've had CLIA for many, many years? Would you recommend switching to True? And if so, why would they do that? What would be their main advantage?
Sure, excellent question. And you know what? If you have been successfully operating under your own CLIA number as the agency owner, not through someone else's accreditation, but yours direct with CLIA, to make a change would be a personal choice for you. The largest reason or benefit to come and join us, there's a few. Number one, the membership opportunity. So you'll get the entire membership community, the chapter meetings, and we also have a unique supplier list that you would have access to. Our global supplier team, they work with some very unique suppliers all over the world, different DMCs, different local transportation companies and unique spots. The other thing, there are some air consolidators out there that don't always accept the CLIA card or the CLIA code. All air consolidators, they definitely work with True. So if you want to perhaps add air on to maybe booking cruises, that might be another benefit for you. So I would say the benefits are for the membership side, for the chapter meetings, and of course, to be introduced to different and new suppliers and to book air with some consolidators. But good for you to run your own agency. Yeah, good job.
Okay, so this question is, and I'm sure this is on a number of people's minds. Does everyone in the travel industry accept True? In other words, supplier-wise,
Yeah.
is it a pretty much a general rule of thumb that they take True, or are they going to run into some suppliers that aren't going to? I think probably the concern being if they're with a host, or even if they have their own CLIA number, if they're working with a supplier already and then they drop that number and you do True and you don't have that supplier, that would be an issue. So that's kind of why they're asking that question.
I love that you asked that. And the one major brand, well, I'm going to say there's two brands, Marriott and Best Western. So let's talk about that. If you are booking hotels directly, and directly is the key word, with Marriott and Best Western, they will not accept the True Code. very, very strong relationship with both of these brands on our corporate side of our company. But from a leisure side, they just haven't gone in to make the necessary changes to accept True. And again, it's only an issue if you're booking directly. So there's a workaround solution for that. You can book Marriott and Best Western, on different hotel portals. You can book them through our sister company, ABC Global Services, who have recently launched the EasyBook portal, and our True members are gaining first access to that. So there's other solutions to where you can book Marriott and Best Western. For suppliers, all of your major suppliers, your different tour operators, your cruise lines, your river cruises, they all accept the True code without any issues. It's just those two hotel brands that come up as a question, Marriott and Best Western. And if you would like, anyone out there, if you would like to email me, I am happy to share our supplier list with you. That might be something good for you to review.
Awesome. All right, that's helpful. So somebody was asking a question about not needing their host anymore because they wouldn't need their IATA number, but they're also asking, and I think they mean the question kind of the same person is asking this question. What about a card? Do you have an ID card? Because I know obviously we know their IATA does have an ID card. Does True offer some sort of an identification card or something like that?
Yes, yeah, that we certainly do. We do offer the it's a True ID card is what we provide you. It's virtual. You upload your photo and you can have it professionally printed and laminated. We don't do that for you and send it out, but absolutely yes, it is a professional ID card. It has your True code on there. It shows when you expire. It is a recognized ID card for the industry. In addition to that, we also have a True certificate, and many of the suppliers want to see your True certificate. When registering with them, you also obviously have a True certificate available.
Okay, great. Somebody's asking a question about being located outside of the United States. I'm assuming True is not available to folks outside of the United States?
You know what? So it actually is. We do have an international acceptance with True, and if you would email me directly, I'd be happy to review what that is with you and make sure you have a good understanding of the suppliers that will work with you. We have suppliers from Trinidad and Tobago. We have them in Canada, in Jamaica, all over the U.S. So it certainly is available for you.
Okay, well, they'd be looking at it from an agent side. So they're in the UK and just wanted to make sure that they would qualify for True.
They certainly could. Email me directly, and I will go over the requirements with you.
Perfect. All right. I think that pretty much lands up most of our questions that we got. Thank you very much. Those were great questions, folks. I appreciate that. So now we have prize time. So I've got 2 questions and 2 answers. And those of you who've been on our webinars before know kind of how this works. But for those who don't, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to ask a question about something that Holly covered in her presentation. And then the person that answers that question correctly, well, I'm sure a lot of you will answer it correctly, but I'm going to randomly choose on my screen here a person. I'm not going to look. I'll close my eyes, put my finger on the screen, I promise, who answered the question correctly. All right, so I'll narrow them down and then we will announce. This will be random and it's for a $250 gift card. Lordy B, I wish I could win.
Tell me about it. Me too.
Yeah. Hey, does the gift card work toward the membership? Because they could just like check that in with you.
They certainly could if they wanted to. I love that idea, Tony.
Okay, great. Well, okay, so I'm going to ask the question, folks. What you're going to do is you're going to put the answer to the question over in that questions area that you see that you've been putting your questions in before. Just keyboard it in as fast as you can, and we'll do the first one. All right, ready, set, here we go. How many additional sub-agents can you add to your True account? Go.
Great. I love that
Okay,
question.
they're all getting it right. So there's that. Okay.
Okay, of
Yeah,
course.
which is awesome. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes. Here we go.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Okay, we have a winner, and that winner is Don Garvey. And the answer is what, Holly?
It is 24 additional.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Don, you have won that gift card. Lucky you. I like lots of things on Amazon, so just feel free to give away anything you want. That's so awesome. I'm excited for you. That's so cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that is
Congratulations,
really
Todd.
that's a heck of a prize. All right. Now the next one isn't quite as big a prize, but mind you, we give away these every week, two of them a week, so we have to budget ourselves. But we are going to give away a $50 gift card, Amazon gift card to another lucky person. I do have another question. Let me go ahead and clear this out here. All right. What percentage of commissions do true agents keep? Go.
And I know they all answered that one correctly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They certainly did. They certainly did. All right, and we have a winner. That winner is Johnny Wattenby. Johnny, congratulations. And what is the answer to that question, Holly?
100%.
All right. Well, that everybody got that right. Yay. Okay, Johnny, congratulations. I'll be reaching out to you later today with your gift card, and Holly will be getting your email, Dawn, so that she can send that to you as well on their side of things. So we are good for the day. Wonderful, wonderful presentation, Holly. It's always so great to talk to you again. We've known each other a long time, so it's great to
Yes.
catch up with you. Thank you
Oh,
for doing this with us today. We so appreciate it. And thank you again for offering the folks that great promo code. So
oh,
everybody, we're going to let Holly say her goodbyes, and then we're going to close it down for today. Again, thank you for being here.
oh, thank you, Joni, very, very much. It is always a pleasure to be connected to your organization, and it has been a pleasure knowing you for all these years in the industry. And to the advisors who've joined today, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. It is really great to see that you showed up and that you have an interest for True. So I encourage you to reach out if you have any questions. I encourage you to reach out, or if you're ready to join, we are ready to welcome you, and we would love to have you here at the True family and in our network. So again,
Okay,
thanks
fantastic.
everybody.
All right. Hey, guys, I forgot to mention to you, as some of you know, we do record this, so it has been recorded. So you will be able to replay this if you'd like. It will be coming into your inboxes from me tomorrow about this time. So you'll have links to it. So just so you know, that's coming on its way. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks.